Hello again, this is Nigel from Mad About Animals. Today I'm doing some activism with some friends outside a pig slaughterhouse in Ashton-under-Lyne in the north of England near Manchester. You can see that's the gate. It's a red hot roasting day and the pigs are still coming in lorries. The last one that came in had all the shutters up. Metal shutters were all up, which meant that, of course, there had been very little airflow inside. The shutters are all metal and they would have been really, really hot to touch. I got some footage of the pigs inside because just one of the shutters was open and they looked hot and uncomfortable and scared. And then later on someone drove past shouting out of his van, "Bacon!" As if he was a really big, brave man. I love my bacon. Will you love your bacon more than the life of an animal, more than the life of a sentient being? Is it worth it? Can you justify suffering? Can you really? In this slaughterhouse, they actually gas the pigs. They lower them into a chamber full of CO2. So the pigs try to breathe, and obviously all they're getting is CO2. No oxygen at all. So they breathe more because they need oxygen. And their lungs literally feel like they're burning from inside. Their lungs literally burn, and it can take several minutes for these poor animals to die. Does that sound familiar to you? Can you think of any other time when we've taken intelligent sentient beings into gas chambers? How is that right? How is that humane? Pigs are very intelligent. They're considered to be more intelligent than dogs, for example. Not that that matters, it's not how intelligent they are. It's can they feel pain? And you bet your bottom dollar that pigs can feel pain. As this poster says, why love one but eat the other? There's a dog, there's a pig. In one of my previous videos, and I'll put a link down below, one of my previous videos, I talked about the Yulin Dog Festival. What's the difference? We think the Chinese are barbarians for eating dog, and yet we eat pig. No difference. Please be vegan. Here's another truck leaving the slaughterhouse, being dropped off the poor pigs who were inside it. Those poor pigs who were very soon to be dying, screaming for their last breath. How can a civilized society treat anybody like this? Anybody. It's not right. It's just not right. Just look at how this one is frothing at the mouth. I'll be quiet for a second, see if you can hear them panting. They're crammed in so heavily and it's a roasting hot day. I'm sorry, guys. And we put up with this. These poor animals. Doesn't need to be like this. In the vegan world, this just would not happen. Those poor babies will soon be gassed. They'll be dead. Their misery will be over. But there are thousands more. Thousands more. Please go vegan. I know that this looks like nothing. Just looks like a bit of water or an oil spill on the road. It's actually blood and guts. A lorry just left the slaughterhouse and it was full of the bones and the blood and all that sort of thing. The things that we generally don't eat. You know, the bones that we boil down to make gelatin that goes into our sweets. And as it turned the corner here, the drain pipe at the bottom of it just leaked all this blood onto the road. And believe me, you'll be glad that this isn't smelly vision, because it absolutely stinks. That's the blood of the poor innocent pigs that have just been killed in this awful, disgusting place. People walking past don't think anything of it. And here we have them coming now. Here we have some poor pigs. And over here. See these poor babies. Look at them. Look at them. How disgusting is this? Those poor babies. Those poor babies. How could we eat them? How barbaric is this? It's just horrendous. How anyone could look at those poor babies and think, oh, but bacon. What is wrong with you? All we're asking, literally all that we're asking, is for you to stop causing pain, harm and suffering to poor sentient beings who just want to live. In what world is that too much to ask? For this particular slaughterhouse, what seems to make it worse for me, and I know it's just me, is that literally by the side of it, the part I'm walking now, is a beautiful countryside walk by a beautiful little river. And even though we're next to a slaughterhouse, you would never tell. Apart from two things. The smell. You can smell the death, the blood. You can literally smell it. And of course, the sound. You might be able to hear the river in the background. As I walk down here, I'm walking closer to the actual kill floor. And sometimes, no, often, we can hear the screams of the pigs as they're lowered into the gas chambers, as they're pushed and cajoled and prodded into the cages before they're lowered into the gas chambers. They know what's happening. They know they're going to die. Those poor beautiful creatures. Let's go and see if we can hear. I've been Nigel from Mad About Animals. If you've enjoyed this or found it informative, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.